Hello everybody of the Let's Play community. I'm the Blind Swordsman, and wow, that's loud. Hang on. And welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode, we made it here to the moon. In this episode, I'm going to take a huge split out of what we're going to try to get to, but we're trying to get to Palace, so forth and so called, in this episode, so that way we can continue on with what we're doing in the game as far as the plot goes. The plot is actually going to really thicken here. It's going to be one of the weirdest but coolest twists I think I've seen in a Final Fantasy game thus far. I mean, like Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that, pretty good, but this one, like, really good, really good. Something that I didn't even see coming, and something I don't think anybody else probably saw coming when they first played the game. So, in this episode, I do get a bit lost. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, I go into the wrong dungeon and a few other things. So I cut the part where I'm like aimlessly meandering along to make sure that we have. It's not a very long episode, but it's a decent length amount episode. Next episode should be a lot longer, and it should be a lot easier for me to record just because I have everything edited as opposed to when I didn't have this footage edited. So at this point in time, I believe this is episode 31, we should be good to go at this time. So we should be good to go. So anywho, finding this place is pretty hard to find. Just because the moon looks so different. I didn't find too many maps, which is really kind of hard to really kind of navigate through it, which is why I went through here and I was like, okay, I am just like aimlessly wandering around. I don't know what I'm doing, and I left the fights in just to try to make the episode a little bit longer, but basically we get a preemptive strike on this guy. And so I just decided to leave that in. Just because when we get a preemptive strike, I usually destroy, and I did. And so this is the dungeon that I went into. We just took a left and went up from where I was at the last point. And so now I'm thinking, okay, should I keep going or should I stay? I don't know. So I believe in just a bit I will be heading back up. And that's something that I need to do anyway, so. Okay, so he's going to turn around anyway, so. Let's see here, he turned around, and now we're going to head up, so. I didn't need to make a cut there. I might cut out a little bit of commentary and a little bit of other stuff, I don't know. But we'll see, just because that's kind of boring, and that took like a minute before I moved. I used to record these, and I probably will still record a lot of different videos early in the morning, and so when I would do that I would get really tired and I'd sleep. Like, I'd be falling asleep while trying to record some of this stuff. I'm trying, folks. I work full-time and I go to school full-time, and it's difficult. It is very difficult sometimes. So, but now I don't know if I found a map or what, but I think I know specifically where we need to go now, because I'm trying to get to like a couple parts, like a different dungeon almost. Like, it's kind of like a dungeon that goes inside and out. Kind of like, I guess, Pikmin, where they have plenty of inside out, where they have some inside outside dungeons. But Final Fantasy IV has that, and I think they started that trend, which is pretty cool. I like the inside outside ones. Pikmin, they're a little weird. They're not as fun to me, but gravity, and it should work out just fine for all of us. So, but we're heading there. We're almost there. As long as I continue on and it gets the right spot. So yeah, we just need to find, I believe, another hole in the door, like the mountainside, and then we should be good to go. So. But it's really kind of hard to find, as I've stated a few different times. And now I have to go back down, just because We are going to be getting something done in this episode. There's a lot going to be happening. It's just for this one, it's just hard to find some of that other stuff. So I'm like, I haven't been down this way yet. Why don't I go down this way? And yeah, Rydia got KO'd. My bad. I'm not very good at this part of the game just because some of the enemies are difficult and it's not really fun to do. Not at all. I look at him like, okay, I think I found some way to go, so I think we are getting somewhere. I think it's just up this way. Yep, right there. Because you have to find a way to get to that other hole up there. So now we're in the lunar tunnels, and the lunar tunnels are really easy to get through. Just because you most of the time you can run. There's not too many battles. Like this one is pretty easy just because the bacteria monsters in this are pretty easy. Also because of not only the fact that they're like just easy monsters, but Cecil could take them on pretty quick. Now, I screwed that up because I'm stupid, but I decided I need to heal up Cecil because he's doing the most damage. And luckily I can just get Yang to get up here in a jiffy, so I use my Phoenix down to get Edge up, and then we'll be doing the rest of that, so. And so, there goes the one, and now I'm getting everybody back to healthy, so. We're good to go at this point, and we should win the fight pretty easily. So I don't know if I turn auto battle back on. It's just something I like. I just love to hit auto battle and let the battle go for me because it goes so much faster. But tons of experience points, and you get a golden apple, which can, I believe, move up your level. And I decide I'm going to use it right now. So you can increase your max HP by 100. So I give that to Rydia because she has the least amount of health. So get some more health. Now the max Rydia can have is like 2550. So don't even think that you can go higher. So just if you you're trying to get tons of golden apples and trying to get her up to 400,000 or something, she has a max. It's weird because everybody in this game does. So, but it is what it is. It's kind of stupid in my opinion, but it's one thing to do that, or it's another to do something else like that. So yeah, we get that abyss worm. The abyss worms, act like the other worms, but they are kind of stupid in a way just because they have more HP. Like, you're gonna notice that a lot of the enemies you took on down on Earth, like early to mid to late game, so for the whole game, are all in here, but they're different forms, and they're very much easier forms. So we get we have 2 lunar curtains, and we have the other thing. Now this can cause. Now that's a spell for reflect. So if I have a time where I need to use reflect, I can use the lunar curtain instead and save a little bit of magic. So that's pretty nice. Now the effect wears off the same if it was a reflect spell, so it's not entirely useful, but it works out all the same. Okay, now we get to this part of the lunar tunnels. And I'm just probably going to run from every battle at this point at the end of this part, just because I can. And we have made it. Ish. We made it to the the castle, the Crystal Palace. Now, one of the cool things, if you go to the left here, stand here, heals your HP and gets rid of your status elements. So now we have 2 free places to heal. And a place to restore your MP, which is really nice. And now we will go to welcome. I am Elder Fusa. My journey is to protect the Lunarians. The Lunarians, many years ago, there was a small planet between the verge of destruction. The species planet began the destruction. However, it was still evolving, so they created a slumber, a long slumber. And are these Lunarians? Yes. However, there was one who refused to sleep. Instead, he wished to raise every living breath on the earth. How awful. I was able to see him with my powers and force him to sleep. However, during his deep sleep, he channeled his evil and corrupt in the airs, and I used them to gather the crystals. He must be the one behind Golbez's actions. But who is he? His name is Zemus. He is gathering the crystals and energy source from... Sorry. So, I'll just explain it instead of read, just because I'm stupid and I hit A little bit. Basically, he's protecting a people called the Lunarians. Lunarians are these people, they took like a deep sleep. And so this one guy, his name was Zemus, he refused to sleep, but when he slept, he had a channel, he channeled his evil. Now, this is the plot twist behind this, and I wanted it to be a little more exciting than this, but basically there was another person, I can't remember the name because it went by a little fast, but he had 2 sons. Golbez and Cecil. So Cecil and Golbez are brothers. So now we have to head to the Tower of Babel, I believe, in the next episode. I can't remember if it's next episode we head there or if there's another place we head to. But we get Fusoya in the party, which is pretty nice. And now we're back up to 5. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'm the Blind Swordsman. I will see you in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, where we're going to go to another dungeon. Take care, everybody, and have a fantastic day.